Hey everyone, welcome back to the studio. I'm just going to take you through some of the materials I use, some of the tools and equipment that I use to make my pictures. Why don't we start off with the thing that you guys see, which is the paint. Oil paint is expensive, and I'm not rich, so I use Winton oil colour. Like, these are 200ml tubes, which you need for kind of larger scale works. The reason I use these, obviously they're affordable, but they're also relatively good quality, so you get like a decent result. They're not junk. Yeah, so that's why I'm using them at the moment. Other stuff that I use are these SP Create squeegees. These are really cool. They're firm. There's like a metal insert in here, but then on the edge they're really flexy. So super easy to use. There's a new one there. You can see what that looks like. Give you an idea how flexy they are. Obviously I've got a bunch of different sizes there. I also use these catalyst squeegees, and they have different kind of corrugations, if you like, on the surface, on the edge, and that leaves different types of marks on the surface, which is interesting at times. They've got obviously some flat edge ones, and these are also quite flexy, or it depends. Some are more flexible, some are a little bit stiffer. And then I've got these, which are really quite stiff. And I've got a bunch of sizes, so they all perform similar but slightly different functions. Next, I've got brayers. So these are SP Create brayers, and they're quite soft. So basically what that means is when you're putting paint on, it's more like the surface receives the paint more readily with a soft brayer. I've got a hard brayer here, which I generally use for compression. So when I'm compressing stuff down, I want a hard surface or a hard tool to kind of make sure that the layers of paint that I'm pushing together actually get pushed together. And then I've got a whole stack of palette knives, some that I use a lot, some that I don't use so much. There you go, there's a whole bunch of them there. I use these to mix paint, I use them to apply paint, I use them to scratch. Yeah, I use them for all manner of things, and I guess those are the main elements. I've spoken about cold wax medium, which I pretty much use in everything. I try to recycle any unused paint. I basically put it into a jar and then pull it out for the next session, which is usually only 3 or 4 days apart. If it's like a week or 2 weeks, the paint starts to get a little bit too tacky and unusable. And then all my unused paint goes in this giant tin, which you can see here is almost full, and I have to figure out what the fuck to do with it. That's years worth of paint in there. I've got a bunch of like mark making tools for scratching and stuff, so barbecue skewers. I got some metal brushes. I got lino cutting tools. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. I've also got pigment sticks, which I love. I love pigment sticks. They just have a nice feel to them, so I'll probably be using those. Maybe not in the picture I've been working on with you guys lately, but I definitely will be using those in some other pieces, and I'll probably start working into one pretty soon. I think that's about it for materials this morning. If you've got any questions, hit us up in the comments. Thanks.